If you ever see a hotel room that doesn't exist on the building map, don't open it. We did, and two of my friends never came back. This happened last winter, and I still wake up at 1:13 a.m. hearing 3 knocks on my wall. There were 4 of us, me, Ava, Daniel, and Chris. We drove 2 hours outside the city to explore an old, nearly abandoned village. It looked frozen in time. Most houses were empty, windows dark, no street noise. The only place to stay was a small roadside hotel at the edge of the village. It looked old, too old. Inside, the air smelled dusty. The receptionist was an elderly man who barely spoke. He didn't smile. He didn't welcome us. He just handed us 2 keys, room 11, room 12. Chris laughed. Guess we're taking the haunted one. Daniel agreed to stay in room 12 with him. Me and Ava took room 11. Around 1:13 a.m., Ava shook me awake. Do you hear that? Footsteps? Slow. Dragging in the hallway. Back and forth, back and forth. Then 3 knocks on the door next to ours. Room 12. Silence. Then 3 knocks again. Chris screamed. It wasn't loud, but it was real, and it cut off too fast. I ran into the hallway. The lights were flickering. Room 12's door was slightly open. Inside was darker than it should have been, like the shadows were thicker. Daniel was standing in the corner, facing the wall, not moving. Daniel? He turned slowly. His face looked empty, terrified. He whispered, They're inside the walls. The lights went out. Total darkness. Then movement. Shadows crawling across the walls, not caused by anything. They moved on their own, stretching, climbing, reaching. Chris screamed again, then silence, complete silence. I grabbed Ava's hand. We ran. Daniel didn't move. The shadows behind him rose like smoke and wrapped around him. He didn't fight. He didn't scream. He just disappeared. We ran downstairs. The receptionist was gone. Front desk empty. Front door locked. From outside, the hallway behind us grew darker. The shadows stretched toward us across the floor, moving fast now, almost touching our feet. Ava spotted a side emergency exit. We pushed it open. Cold air hit us. We ran into the empty village street. Didn't stop. Didn't look back. Police came the next morning. The hotel was still there, but the building map on the wall only showed room 10, room 11, room 14. There was no room 12, and no record of Daniel or Chris ever checking in. Ava doesn't talk about it, neither do I. But every night at 1:13 a.m., I hear 3 knocks, not on my door, on the wall beside my bed. End.